The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Guys, Wednesday, December 18th. Randy, Sue, Michael, Tuyen, Steven, Brent. Guys, good morning. Modar, good morning. The usual suspects in early. Travis, Mark, Peter, Shahid. Hey, Shahid, please check your emails. Very important. Koppel, Chad. Guys, good morning. Fellas, we are coming into some pretty darn thin volume. Yesterday, if you guys watch the markets in the afternoon, it was just, we are mired in mud. We're in the same exact range we have been in. Volume, right? We do have some sellers coming in the NASDAQ. I did see, we hung on at VWAP most of the day. I did see Dana's sell areas. I would agree with those. The NASDAQ does have a shot of pushing up to 17, maybe 18. But I think a short in here on the NASDAQ, this 10 half 11 area. Hey, Darcy, my stops would be, I don't know what Dana's is. He didn't put one in Skype, but my stops would be above 25. I don't think it can get above 14 half, but Yuri, good morning. Darcy, good morning. Dana, I see you're in the room. What are your thoughts on the stop? In any event, fellas, NASDAQ volume. I'll show you order flow. What I do when I first come in is I look at my order flow. We've traded 37,000 contracts. Just so you guys know, normal daily volume when we come in at 8 o'clock in the morning is somewhere between 60 and 80,000. That's average daily when we come in. All right. We are at 37,000. There is very little volume. Hang on one second, guys. I just wanted to check the VIX. I can't imagine the VIX is up. But this market is really tired, is what it looks like. VIX cash, guys, is down 1.5% at 12.1. VIX futures is down 2 and call it 4/10 at 12.18. It's really for the yellow boxes around the candles are the 3 tick range where the most volume is. I would think if we get below 08, we work to 04. Red triangle. Those are washout, sequential declines, Stephen. Dollar is strongly bid today. Strongly bid. Consequently, gold is moving lower. There is a short on gold on the Uniranko. Hey, Chris, good morning. That I put in member Skype. I'll address that as well in a second. Crude has 4,400 sellers. I don't think we're in longs on crude we're not in the moment. Crude is going to have to break down below 60 half, and it could come down to 35 and potentially lower. We could see 59.85 area. Nice trade, Dana. Nice trade. ES as well. Nice trade. In any event, guys, just looking at volume, there is not much. I'll check news in a minute. I don't care about YM. Let's take a look at the ES. ES should be somewhere around 150. We're at 91.5. Yeah, and this is what I experienced last year, this time of year. And I told you guys last year, I lost a fair amount of money live. And as I said earlier, had I hung on to the trades, throughout the entire day, they would have been big winners. But and even yesterday, trading my account, I had a bad day. I only took a few bot trades yesterday, mixed results on the bot trades. The one NASDAQ trade, which I had on in the room, I mean, it gave me 300 and change several times. I didn't take it off. I expect them to go to target, and they just did not. And I took losses on trades. I took 2 losses on the NASDAQ yesterday that both had given me money. The volatility is gone. The volume is missing. And we can see it today. So I would trade accordingly. I will still trade live today, but I will trade smaller size. So you guys do as you see fit. Good morning, Bill. No, I'm not trading. One of the decisions I've made is I was going to open the room Monday and Tuesday morning. I've decided to end it Friday this week. Friday is the last day we'll trade. The volume surely is not going to pick up. I'll be on Skype if there's something going on, but this time of year it's hit and miss. You can see we're rising here, and this candle on 55 contracts, 56 contracts traded. So it becomes a little bit tougher. Support holds, resistance holds. We're trading between levels. For those of you guys that trade volume profile, this is when volume profile tends to be fairly accurate because they hold those levels. There's just not enough volatility to pump them through, or volume. In any event, just quickly looking around, guys, you got 15 net buyers on the YM. You have 206 net buyers in the Russell. We have 606, and gold just made another breakdown. Should hold this level, I would think. 77 area. 71 is probably where it's headed, and then that would be a buy. Uh, 1,300 net buyers in the ES. There we go. We're holding that level. I mean, we could, Dana. We could. All I can tell you is yesterday was an exercise in monumental patience. I mean, I literally had trades on for hours. And, again, if you'd have kept a trade on yesterday, with your stops yesterday below 98, you wouldn't have been taken out of a trade. You wouldn't have made any money either, though. We're trying to hold this 77. There's a 5-tick bounce. Dollar index strongly bid, guys. Natural gas is just really shocking to me that we're below that 2.3 area coming into the coldest time of the winter, January, February, March. So we'll see what we get today, guys. Yesterday we took 2 trades based on order flow. They were both winners. RB traded well yesterday, profitable, 2 trades. Natural gas was profitable. Dollar index is spiking higher. I'm not sure if there's something going on. We do have the farcical impeachment hearing today. You all know he's going to be impeached. That'll go nowhere. Waste of time. If anybody wants any interesting reading, read the Pfizer report. It's what I got, guys. It's that time of year. We are into the slow time of year. In any event, yesterday we're down $20 in the room, guys. I'm not sure what triggered where. Here's gold on the bot, First target is off. It's gotten up to 78. Gold is up to 78. Here's the Unirenko. First target hit on the Unirenko. And here's that high probability trade. Got first target also. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what. That's on the wrong one. That should be 20 range. You guys good on gold? We're down to 74 net sellers on gold, guys. It's going higher. All right. 2 contract trade on the Unirenko up 290. And the 3 contract trade on the 500 tick up 400 out of the trades. Okay. Bot got both targets. 31.99. So you think we reject 99? Or is that your support now, Rob? We're above 99. Yeah, we're going to a break above 86.26. We're going to see 8,700 next week. It's right there on the cusp of breaking out. Dollar index has rolled over. This is just, I told you guys I was going to trade light, but I would trade live. I don't know how many of you guys trade RB or care about it, but here was my short, and it got my first target. 1 contract, 176.40.
Order filled.
I don't know what filled where. Hang on, guys. Something shorted on a bot somewhere. I don't even see it. Russell, yep, thank you. Thanks, David. Russell shorted on the 500 tick. Oh, exits are off. That's why. There we go. So Russell short on the 500 tick. We'll see what we get with it. This is the NASDAQ trade, guys. It didn't fire. I don't know why. It just 1 tick from that first target. First target's at 11. There it is. It did not fire. I mean, my bot was on. Did not fire. Anybody in this trade? Okay, Shahid. 1 tick from that first target. Okay, Joe. All right. NASDAQ's going to, if it breaks down below this 11.75, we could start working into 06 again, where we spent most of yesterday. Here, first target was hit. And I think it'll get that because that's the next level down, 08. It should get that. It's a nice trade. Again, I didn't fire. Nothing I can do. Who do I send an email to? So here's the Russell. Look at this. I'm not paying attention to it, guys. It came 1 tick from target twice. Draw of 1.3 million barrels. I mean, they set the bar so stinking low. I don't know how they ever miss. I really don't. I'm still on here. I'll leave the trade on, guys. Gold is still on, but it's turning up. I'm going to take it off.
Order filled.
I'm out of that gold trade, guys. It may stop right here, but crude is still on. Crude is on the 5-minute. Has not gotten a target. But this is your 5-minute on crude. This is the Unirenko on crude. Russell's still on. As quiet as a church. Here's why it stopped. It held the second standard deviation. Guys, it looks to me, at least in the Russell, it wants to roll. Not the ES. I don't see it in the YM or the NASDAQ. But the Russell looks like it could roll. ES is dormant. NASDAQ is also dormant. Russell's trying again. There's no movement in natural gas. Dollar index is flat as well. Yeah, YM's holding VWAP. NASDAQ's holding VWAP. Everything's about VWAP. Except the Russell on the DAX. But we're flat. We're just flat. Russell's going to come get that first target. It's trying like, oh. Stopped again. One tick shy of target. One stinking tick. It should, got it. Say it should get it. Got it. There you go. Second target. Trails on. Let me take this and do that. So first target off on the Russell. Denotes VWAP 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations. That can be placed on this. Huge 122 car auction at 17 quarter on NASDAQ 1 minute. Okay. I mean, we could come back. Guys, NASDAQ has broken out, regardless of what it does today. Torqued yesterday. I took 2 whacks at it, non-bot trades, with 5 cars. I may have taken 3 whacks at it, with 5 cars. Doesn't work that way, Robert. You need to email me. And Never got to a target. And actually, I had a conversation with Dean last night. I said, I'm inclined to hold these overnight. And I did not. But my entries were 05, 08, and 08 a second time. They just never broke. And I got hacksawed to death. We've broken out again, guys. We've broken out above 26. This is a pullback into that zone. Most of you guys are not swing traders, but write it down. Next week we'll be near 8,700. We're now just into a very slow, dull session like yesterday. But that's a question for Joel. Chris, that's a question for Joel. I don't have any problem making sure my bots are all off, but on occasion, it happens when I don't turn them all off. Yeah, I mean, most of us, in the room are not swing traders, but it's these markets, as I've said for several months, guys, are conducive to buy and hold. Buy and hold. You just got to live with the draw. I mean, there's the volatility is sucked out of these markets right now. So if I get a pullback now into 12, somewhere between 8 and 12, you got to take the long and you got to sit with it. There's nothing I can do. I can't manufacture movement. At 10:30, I'll get. No, can't happen, Robert. Cannot happen. Cannot happen. There's no signal being sent. Yeah, it's probably a good move. Robert, you're not using tabs, are you? That's the first question. Are you using tabs? Man, you folks really need to watch videos and you really need to understand them. So if you're using tabs, let's say, for instance, you have a NASDAQ chart and a YM chart, just for the sake of conversation, on a tab, and your NASDAQ chart is off. No, baloney. If one of them's on, they're all on. You cannot use tabs. I've said that in numerous of the educational videos, especially the earlier ones. You cannot use tabs. You cannot use tabs. David said it's in day one video. Thank you, David. You cannot use tabs. And guys have done that, right? So, and you're doing it, Robert. So what happens is you may have your top chart off or your bottom chart off. If one of them is on, they're all on. That's why you cannot use tabs. Guys, I have zero interest in trying to trade this market other than from a positional or swing standpoint. There's no way to trade this for me. I am right in the middle. We are right in the middle of nowhere. Oh, crude in 5 minutes. Thank you. Let's see here. Here's what we're looking for, fellas. Draw of 2 million, increase of 2 million, and distillates flat. So CL, draw of 2.0, gasoline, RB, increase of 2.0, distillates flat, utilization at 91.5. And let's see what Cushing is. Cushing, draw of 300,000 versus 3.5. All right, we got our numbers, guys. If it's a big miss, expect us to go a mile higher. It's just what crude does. I would have your bots off at this point, fellas. Trade as you see fit, but I would not trade. Look at the DAX. I mean, that's got to be a foreboding we're at target on the Unirenco guys on the NASDAQ trade. I think it came one tick.
Target filled.
There it is. Target filled on the Unirenco. That trade only took about 4 months to go to target. Both targets hit on that gold crude short. All right, guys, let me take a look at order flow. We still have an unfinished auction all the way down at 60.05. I doubt we're getting that today, but sellers are back in. Let me see where this sucker can go, fellas. Okay, Brad, 15 range, guys, is long on the NASDAQ. Again, not paying attention. All right, fellas. I'm going to take a short on the NASDAQ. I'm going to take a short on crude, okay? I'm way late on this trade, like way late. But I'm going to short crude back to 60.62. 60.62. I'm way late on this trade. Way late on this trade. It's got to sit down through 72 and it's going to get hit. This does not find support again until really down here at 50. It's got to come down through 70. Come on, sellers, keep hitting this thing. Jeez. Typical. I won't let this go much above 81. Come on, sit down through 72. Sellers, not many. We're just sitting. We got big seller here at 80. See how the candle is still green in here, fellas? It's mostly buyers. It really needs to get back to 74. They're trying to press it. And they keep stopping it at 74. See it? It's got to get back through. All right, big seller here, 400 sellers at 75. They just bought their bottom again. God dang it. They're holding it right here, 74. They're selling them again. Candle's going red in here. I do have a 1, 2, 3 tick sequential decline. I've got 500 here, 438, 108. We need sellers at 74, 73. I need sellers here. All right, sequential decline's gone. Got 600 sellers here at 74. I have none at 73, 130. They're starting to pick up here now at 73. Big sellers here now at 74. Buyers against at 75. If we can break here, it's coming. Come on. 800 sellers. 800 sellers now at 74 against 600 buyers, 550 buyers. I have no imbalances in here, but I've got a boatload of sellers now at 74. No sellers at 73. $600 here, 75. They're trying to press it. Sellers came in here. There we go. Come on. Sell them. Come on, you guys got them. Just snap this 72. Got sellers. Now they're picking up sellers here at 73. Small buyers at 74. Come on. Imbalance. Got a break here, 72. Come on, dude. There we go. Come on. They sold them off, tried to buy them again. They're selling them. Got sellers. Stacked imbalance. Come on. Stacked imbalance. Come on. No, small buyers stepping in here. Big sellers again at 67, 68. Big sellers at 67, 68. Come on, hit them again at 67. If you guys want ticks, take them. It's your prerogative. We really should trade to 63, 62, right where my target is. If it's going to find support, it's going to be at 62, 63. But a break of that should carry it all the way down to 50 again, right where my second target is. Buyers tried here, sellers have them again. If you guys want a couple $100, you got it. Oh, you rat dog. We had 65. Buyers step back in at 6. Buyers back in at 6. It's pulling back up into this volume area. I need to get back down to 65 and they got to hit it at 65. If you guys want ticks, take them, fellas. We should get to that 62, 63 anyways. Look at this rat. Come on. Guys had them. Sellers have them, guys. 1,000 sellers in this candle. Sellers have them. Got one buyer here. One cluster of buying at 66. I need sellers here. I need 65 to sell. 65, 66. 500 here. You see this gray bar, guys? That's the point of control in the candle. They keep trying to move it back up into this stacked imbalance at 70. Again, if you guys want ticks, take your ticks. They're beating the brakes off these things, and I don't know why it won't come. It should. Got 1,000 sellers in this 1,100, moving into 1,200. 1,300 coming. Come on. You got them on the run. Sellers are pressing the living daylights out of them. And it won't break. This is where I get scared it's going to reverse. It should get to 62. Real stop is 81. Real stop, 81. That's your real stop. They bought some back. Not many. They're buying some back. Look at your delta. See it? Now the sellers are trying again. They're just fighting right here. Candles green in the middle. Got to 65. Sequential decline. Man, I cannot believe that did not come down. I am just amazed. This could go right to 81. They bought them all back. 83 is a better stop. They bought them all back. It's going to take us. Unbelievable. There's no way I'm taking longs in here, guys. Not interested in longs.
Order filled.
Went long on the 500 tick.
Stop filled.
Went long on the 500 tick. No,
Order filled.
gave ticks. It's not going far. It is not going far. These bogus ass buyers. Pardon my French. And right back down. Sellers jumping on it again. It is not going far.
Target filled.
Here, guys, real quickly. The bot is long on the 500 tick. First target is off. Both targets off on the bot. And it's also long on the Uniranko on the bot. If this gets to 6107, I did not. I was focused on crude. Guys, I still think this is going nowhere. I don't believe this for a second is going much higher. Yep. Both targets hit on RB. On what? On which chart, AJ?
Target filled.
I don't know what's getting targets. Here. 15 range, NASDAQ got first target. First target off on the 15 range. Uniranko, my Uniranko on RB did not take a trade. I'm not sure where you got a trade. Here's 10. I've been in longs. I don't have a trade. Another 500 sellers. Guys, I still think this is a short. I mean, I don't care what they say. It is a damned short. It is a danged short. It's coming right back into the where we shorted. It's a short, guys. It's not a long. Is that one more stop run? Look, right back down into where we put the trade. You dog. Serious dog. Well, the bot's tearing it up again today, fellas. The bot's doing its job. I have no more gold trades. Their gold is in longs. Dollar index, I have nothing. ES is quiet. NASDAQ, we've talked about. NASDAQ is broken out. NASDAQ's going much higher over the next week. All sellers.
Order filled.
All sellers. 500 tick just shorted on crude. Look, it's right back to my entry. That second target was my first target, if you guys remember. It is not a long. It's not a long. If we break 64, we keep coming. Let me just move this for a second. This will be my first losing day in 2 weeks if I can't find trades. Yeah, I'm not up to trade it at midnight. Look at this NASDAQ. God dang it. Tore me up yesterday, sitting still. Tore me up in a sideways range yesterday. Sat all day. Back up into 93 maybe. I'll get crude. I'm watching it. I'll watch it. Buyers. Be that as it may. Here's the bot going to second target on the NASDAQ.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Crude does its own thing, whatever it wants to do. Tomorrow it'll be, it's always the day after. But we had ticks in it, guys. It didn't get to target. I mean, I had the trade. Gold will probably come down to 79.6. It isn't coming far. I don't think. What delta number do you really look at? It depends on what I'm looking at. You took 5 ticks, Mark? Good for you. Guys, I expect them to come to target. I mean, that's probably Virgilio. Virgilio said he expects the crude short to come after the close of Europe. I agreed. As soon as we get out of Europe, I agree. I mean, these Europeans screw up our markets every single day. Oh, bots and along guys on crude now. Every day they screw the market. Bots and along on crude. 1 tick from target. That may be a tough target at 91. That's resistance. It can get there, but if you're in it, you may want to consider taking ticks.
Target filled.
Never mind. Got target. Got target. Yep, don't fight the bot, fellas. It's going to take losing trades. There's no question. That's just reality. But, at the end of the day, the bot is the bot is the bot, and it trades well. Or as Ron says, trust the bot. Trust the bot.
Order filled.
All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. My silver is done. That's a 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. trade. So I've shut off silver. Took no trades today for me today. And the Russell bot, I'm going to shut off. It's in short, so the only way I get a trade is to go long. So I'm going to shut that off up to 15. Okay, up to 15. Second target was hit on the bot. I've just moved it out a few ticks. I'll shut this gold off up 160 on the 500 tick. The only way it gets a trade, missed the short by one candle, is if it goes long. The ES on the 15 minute is not taking a trade. The ES on the 13 range will not take a trade. The ES on the 8 range will not take a trade. And the ES on the 15 range will not take a trade. Dollar index will not take a trade. Copper is not, copper might turn up. I'll leave that on. Traded into that 96 area again. Crude on the Unirenko is still on. But it's got to go a ways to get that first target. 06. Ha ha, Rick. That's funny. I agree. You know what they say, right? About a watched pot doesn't boil. NASDAQ guys on the 13 range, the 15 range, I'm going to shut off up 360 on the 15 range. I'll shut it off. It's in longs unless it rolls over dead, but it's not going to take another trade. There's no way it trades before 11:30. And the NASDAQ on the Unirenko, I'll shut off up 230. Hope you guys that are here on trial are paying attention. I still have gold. No, I don't. Shut it off. Guys, I have no bots on at this point. They are all green. They are all green. Crude is the only thing on still because it's in trades. Everything else is off. I have no bots on. If we break the whole number, I don't think it can get above 05. It'll reject 05. I'm going to take this off.
Order filled.
Down $30 on the 500 tick. I'll leave that on into the close of Europe. If it gets a short, it'll be green. But it's down $30. This is the Unirenko, which I'm now and have preferred. Pushing this second. If it gets above this whole number, this could get that second target here. RB long target, 68.90. Robert, if you don't have the Unirenko, I'm happy to send it to you. Just send me an email. And if you want the settings, guys, I'm almost here. I'll show you what I have. Let me just show you what I got. No, it's not there. It's here. Here's where I'm at, guys, on the on my settings. I'm still working on it. Okay? I'll have it done today at some point, and it'll be in the member area. It will be done and put in the member area today. Tomorrow at the latest. Then I'll highlight the ones that I prefer, and I'll highlight the ones that are the high probability trades, which take very few trades but are high probability. Do I have any trials in here still, guys? Got a small room today. There's only 183 of you in. Do I have any trials in today? Not many. 3, 4. Oh, hey, Kim. Okay. Just one. AJ, when you joined, I sent you an email with 2 Skype requests to me. Figures I shut off the dang bot, and the Unirenko gets it. Look at this. The Unirenko gets a short and is almost a target. I shut the bots off. I'm going to get this crude, fellas. I'm going to take this off.
Order filled.
Close it. Make sure that bond is off. It is. I do, Chris. I absolutely do. I use it. Guys, give me one. I will go through all of my bots again. This is gold on the 500 tick. Did $160. That's gold on the Unirenko. $290. This is the Russell. Notice they're all off. I'm done. Russell, $215 on the 500 tick. NASDAQ on the Unirenko, $230. NASDAQ on the 15 range, 360. I have no YM trades, no ES trades. RBOB, I took one trade in my account with one contract for 176.40. Again, I told you guys I would trade small. Yesterday I was trading 5s and 6s in the NASDAQ and went nowhere. Today I don't trade it and it's a killer. Crude on the 500 tick, up 90 bucks. And then crude on the Unirenko, about the same, up 80. One of the questions that comes up with the trials or newer bot users is, if I have the bot on 2 charts, what if it puts me in 2 trades simultaneously? It rarely happens. I'm not saying it can happen, but they would fire trades at different areas, right? They're not the same chart. So, for instance, if you look at, I'll give you a for instance, if you look at the 500 tick, it gives you, this long here at 1132. Again, my bot's off, so I'm not taking any trades. And if you look at the Unirenko, it gave you a long at 1058 and then 1149. No, that's not a long. My bad. It's trying now. But 1058. So you'd have been long at 1058. You'd have been in a trade long before the 500 tick. I just shut if I'm trading my live account on more than one chart of the same instrument, I just turn the other ones off. What I'm trying to do is get as many trades as I can, because I know the more trades I take, the greater the probabilities are it's going to be green. Yeah, every one of those charts, Craig, and guys, will be on the spreadsheet. Most of them already are. I haven't done the ES, the dollar index, some of the currencies, 6B and 6E. I haven't done those yet. But every chart that I currently have, right? So every chart that I currently have, I'm adding to the spreadsheet: instrument, chart type, time frames, moving averages, trades. Now, I don't have trades for all of them, right? Win percentage, net, draw. You'll see the win percentages on the higher probability ones, and then the times that I'm trading. Okay? So at some point, for those of you guys that want a little bit extra guidance and want to trade the same charts that I am trading, you guys will have all of my charts, my setups, etc. What I currently have. Now, some of them, like for instance on the NASDAQ, this 500 tick, I'm not trading it anymore. I'm not using it. I will optimize this and get better settings. But ideally, we want to find trades that are running at a probability factor of a minimum of 70%. Minimum, right? And the 500 tick, I've played with it, and the best I can come up with is about 64%. It's just not a high enough winning percentage. It's profitable, but it also takes draw. So to me, it's not worth trading. But I am working on it, guys, and there's constant evolution. I'm always back testing. If I've got 45 minutes, I come up into my office, I do different parameters, different settings, et cetera, et cetera. So ultimately, and again, Dean with a couple of members who have elected to remain anonymous are coming up with high probability things as well. Russell on the 13 range took a trade before I went to lunch and hit target. Okay. I no longer have a 13 range. It's too confusing for me to watch my 15 range. Now, again, after the first of the year, I'm going to revamp the room a little bit. Whereas you guys are looking at these charts, I'm going to put some other chart. I'll have bot charts on the screen. I'm not going to do that, Tariq, but that's a great idea. And I sincerely and wholeheartedly appreciate you creating more work for me. But I say that facetiously. I will not be updating my results on the spreadsheet daily. That will not happen.